So, welcome to day 6 of the 10-day challenge. Today's video is just going to be one-on-one, and that's just to do a review and thoughts on how the first half of this challenge has gone. And I don't think I fully knew what I was getting myself into when I first started this challenge. Like, oh my lord, the amount of work that has to go into these videos. For example, the amount of work that has to go into these videos is alarming. I have a newfound respect for all of the YouTubers that do this on a day-to-day basis, day in, day out, on time. Like, the biggest lesson I've learned is that I have ideas this big to do in this amount of time. I actually have this amount of time, and that's always been a problem for me. Like, even in university, I'd have ideas far more grand than the deadline that I had, which makes you want to do these ambitious ideas so much, and you spend so much time thinking about how you're going to do them that you end up just standing still and not moving at all. And that was the problem that I had with yesterday's video, with all the traveling and everything, because I wanted it to be dynamic. I wanted there to be different scenes and locations and metaphors from the scenes and locations, but whether or not that came across, I don't know. You guys can be the ones to tell me that. But from day one, the first lesson I learned from the first video was audio. And that was to make sure you do a mic check when you're outside and you're using an external microphone up there. And yeah, because what I learned from that is when I published that video, I realized that you could hear the air itself. And I'm not sure many people can hear the air, and it just sounds like noise. And it's just like fish on your ears. So then I took that lesson, or I tried to take that lesson from day 1 and go over to day 2. Day 2, what I did is I tried to have something animated, some new little thing in the corner. I don't know if you guys saw that, but then I quickly learned that that does not suit me, the aesthetic of my channel, the aesthetic of my Instagram, the aesthetic of anything. First of all, I had color. I'm quite minimalist in the way I like to design things. Secondly, I did the complete opposite to the day before and made the beginning of the video too quiet. A big shout out to Cody Warner and Heather Just Create for all of the support they've given me since the first video. It feels nice to have some established, feet on the ground YouTubers not only acknowledging your work but also liking it as well, or liking the development of your work, like how far you've come. The feedback from you guys has been amazing, both on Twitter, mostly on Twitter, and on YouTube as well, telling me where I'm going wrong, telling me what you like. I'm happy to see that you guys like the flow and vibe of my videos as well. That's where most of the thought in editing goes to, is how can I first of all, how can I make a story out of this, but how can I keep the continuity and flow of the story going without too many eyesores. Is that the right word? So that's the right word. Day 3 was, I think, it took me the longest to edit because I wanted that one to be the most impressive. What I got from day 2 was more of what I can do, but not really pushing anything. Day 3, I really wanted to take Heather Just Creates word at face value, with the word being immersive, and I wanted to see in that video, could I create an atmosphere that makes you not want to look away, not want to blink or anything. How I did with that is debatable. I mean, the thing of this picture-in-picture idea was a better idea in my head than in execution as well. So I've been trying to find new ways of making videos, new ways of telling the story, with every video changing and trying to be improved. Day 4 was the longest video, because I wasn't sure if you guys wanted longer videos of just speaking, but I know this one is, but I wanted to try it then. And I think I found my first loyal subscriber, which is amazing, and she goes by the name of Sandra, and from the 4th video she's been keeping up with my content, which is really nice to see. That's even enough to keep me doing this, to know that one person is not only watching but looking forward to the videos that I make, asking me not to stop making videos. Like, I didn't expect that in the first week of doing this. I'm happy to see that it's somewhat successful. Not in the numbers, so to speak, but the fact that my message is getting across. I never went into this for, oh, I want 1,000 subscribers in a week or so on along those lines. I just wanted to make sure that I'm trying my best, putting my best foot forward, and trying to learn and evolve as a creator in itself. And the reason I brought up Sandra was because she gives constructive feedback. For example, let me read you guys out this comment. Oh yeah, I'll explain this in a bit. I'll read you out this comment from her on the day 4. We're on a different time zone, but in case I'm not too late, I like the shorter video rather than the long one. That's one note. I like your videos. The only thing that would help me is slightly lowering the sound of the music while you're talking. That said, I love the mood and choice of music. Near the end of the video, I could hear you better. I find your journey fascinating because you seem to be applying what you're learning quickly. I get a sense from your tenacity you're serious about what you're doing. Good thing your mum took you to Victoria. Please keep doing videos though. Although I haven't done any videos, I love watching the creative process of fresh contemporary creators. It makes me feel more optimistic about the world. Thank you for doing these videos. Like what? Sandra, I don't know if you're watching this, but I cannot put into words. That is the best, nicest compliment I've ever had on this channel, on YouTube, on the internet, and to a point that the reason that I chose this type of topic for day 6 as a recap of the first 5 days was because of that. Was because you are doing exactly what I essentially really wanted from trying to do this challenge, and that's feedback on how to become a better creator and start moving up the ranks in, creating. And finally, keeping up to date to day 5 is the response that I did to Cody Warner on his video, as I mentioned in that video. And the reasons why I filmed it in the video are quite self-explanatory. But the first person was Cody to comment on it, which I was over the moon about, because when I publish a video, it automatically sends a tweet to my Twitter. And what probably happened is that went to my Twitter, he checked Twitter and then saw the video and then went there, because there were 2 views on the video and 1 was me after the video was published. The second one had to have been him, which was amazing, because he knows what he's doing, or he seems to know what he's doing. He's got his whole channel on lock and everything. He has a plan of what he wants to create, how he wants to create it. He's on time with his videos, and the consistency, the energy, the just the vibrance of his spirit, to put a word to it, is so refreshing that it continuously English inspires me to make videos. So Cody, thank you for doing that. And then the second comment was again Sandra. This is why I made the video, because she/you were the first person after Cody to message, not only message but have a conversation. If you guys want to see what happened in that conversation, you can go back to the last video and check. I think it pops up at the end of this video if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, this is and I think that's a summary from my YouTube perspective. From my perspective is that making these videos has hazards, and in making these videos you try and get more creative angles and perspective of looking at things. These here are the aftermath of that decision. Yeah, on Twitter I posted a picture of what's under these plasters, and what had happened was I was going along on my board at 22 miles an hour and ever so slightly touched the brakes a bit too hard. The board stopped, my body kept going, and my elbows, shoulder, hip, left knee and left ankle broke the entire fall for that at least 10-20 meters slide to a stop. I'm in a lot of pain because of that. Like, I can't move my shoulder up without it clicking. But occupational hazards to making content, right? Falling off that board was inevitable. It's just something you have to get over. Another thing that I learned, I know this video is getting long, so I'm going to wrap this up. Another thing that I learned is trying to juggle too many things at once makes you late. The reason that I was late for Day 3's video was because I was helping some of my friends move to another house, and then I was trying to do the vlog in the same time as that, and then I was trying to edit and move furniture and pack another house that is 4 times bigger than their old house. So it was multitasking, and that made me late, and I cannot stand being late. So it's learning when to prioritize, when to say no. It's learning when to prioritize, it's learning when to say no, it's learning when you need to make time for you. And I think that's the most critical thing of this whole thing, is that if this develops into something, then I need to make sure I've got enough time to get it to the quality that I'm comfortable of releasing it to you guys with. And so far I feel like it's been improving, but it's nowhere near what I want to be known for, so to speak. Content like Peter McKinnon's videos or Casey Neistat's videos, or even like Heather Just Creates videos, Cody's videos, all of them, those videos are so brushed and polished because of their routine of how they're edited and everything. They have an aesthetic to how they look that keeps you coming back. That's what I want to get to the level of, is that people know me for having these creative, imaginative, best attempt to be original videos and come back. And so far that's happened with one person. I could not be more over the moon with that. So I'm going to wrap this video up and keep it. So that will be my conclusion slash reflection on days 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. This is day 6. Thank you very much for watching. It's now 2:15 in the morning, so I'm going to edit this, upload it, and then I'll see you in the morning for day 7. So, thank you and good night.